Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome to my channel. Today starts another reading vlog, so stay tuned. So it is currently Thursday, April 1st, and I have a ton of books that I need to get read in this next week. So we're going to vlog it and spend some time together. A couple of things that I want to do. I want to do the Buzzwordathon during this week. So the Buzzwordathon is like space or galaxy kind of words. So I have two books here. One is a middle grade, and that is Sky Song by Abby Elphinstone. And Sky works for that. Plus there's also like constellations and spacey stuff at the top here. And the other one is YA, and it is Reign the Earth by A.C. Goffin. And Earth is a spacey word. So these are what I'd like to complete this week for the Buzzwordathon. And then I also have my own TBR Knockout that I do each month, and I'll link that up here if you want to go and check it out. It's a year-long thing. There's 2 prompts for each month. So for April, one of the prompts is April Showers, read a book with water on the cover. For that, I'm going to read Genderqueer by Maya Kobab or Kobabe. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce this, but this is a memoir, but it's told in like graphic novel form, and I'm really excited to read this. And then the other is to read a debut novel. So I have 2 here that I'd like to read this week. One is Tithe by Holly Black. This is her debut novel, and it's like a modern fairy tale kind of thing, and it's like scary fae. And then the other is Our Chemical Hearts by Crystal Sutherland. This is Crystal's first book, and I'm super excited to read this as well. So I want to complete both of these this week. So with just that alone, I have these 5 books that I want to complete this week. Oh, but I'm not done, because my TBR is massive. I want to squeeze in even more if possible, because this is the week that I kind of scheduled the least amount of stuff to do so that I can get as much reading done as possible, because the rest of the month is going to be fairly busy and I'm not going to get quite as much reading done, so I won't be able to do like a huge chunk like this the other weeks. So I have No One is Too Small to Make a Difference by Greta Thunberg. This is my little nonfiction that I need to read. I also intend on reading Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. This is another graphic novel. Marty and I are currently reading Six of Crows. I am not expecting to actually finish this month, but I would like to put a little bit of a dent in it and just get some of it read during this week. We'll see. Right now we're only on page 35, so we're just really getting started in this. But his schedule at work is really crazy, so there's not a lot of time we have for actually reading together. I'm also currently in the middle of a buddy read, and we're supposed to finish this on Sunday. So I am at page 220 of The Serpent's Shadow. This is the 3rd book in the Kane Chronicles. So by Sunday this will get completed. I may end up finishing it a little early, but we'll see. And then yesterday I started listening to just a little bit of Moxie by Jennifer Matthew. I really want to read this and watch the movie. Also, Our Chemical Hearts, there's a movie for that too, and I want to watch that this week. For Moxie, I'm currently on page 60 of this, and I did already start Our Chemical Hearts as well. And let's see, I'm on page 104 of this. And then I may also start a couple others. Well, my buddy read for next week will start during this vlog on whatever, the 5th, I think it is. And that is Illuminae by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. This, you won't see me finish this in this vlog, but you will see me start it. And I'm really excited, and I'm also kind of nervous because I don't read a lot of sci-fi, but everybody seems to love this, and it's told in such an interesting format. Like, I know there are times when you're supposed to like, you're gonna have to turn the book upside down even to read it, and things are going in like, those are words. So yeah, I'm gonna start reading that, and I'm also probably gonna start during this vlog reading Cinderella is Dead, though I don't expect to finish this during this vlog. Ooh. So yes, this is my incredibly lofty goal for this week. A few other things that are going on. Today is a tennis match for Xander, and it's like a district match at his school. So we're going to be going to that, and I'll try to remember to bring my camera along so I can get a little clip of him playing. And I'm super excited. Though it is freaking cold outside. Like, why did it was like nice and in the 70s and 80s, and then it rained, and now it's back to freezing again. I hate it. But we're gonna go and do that in a couple of hours. And also, so in my vlog, my spring and a readathon vlog, I did a giveaway. Well, the book's over there, but it's for The Wedding Date. Actually, hold on, let me go get it. It was for this extra copy of The Wedding Date by Jasmine Galori that I have, and I went through the comments and I searched for book date as 2 words, and I also searched for people that like had said book date as 1 word, and I put all of the people that I could confirm were subscribers to my channel that had said book date in the comments into a wheel here, and I'm going to screen record this so that you can see it all. Hold on. I'm also going to use the mic, like screen record the mic from my phone. So hopefully it works. If not, we'll see. I'll try to like line everything up in my editing later, but hold on. Okay, so here are all the people that I was able to confirm are subscribers and had said book date in the comments below. So they are in this wheel, and we are going to spin. And the winner is Crazy Over Books. So congratulations. I will be contacting you so that I can get this shipped to you. Yay. Okay, so cool. Got that done. And I have some book mail. Hold on. So I have some lovely book mail here. I'm very excited for this. Kaylani sent me this one, and it's okay if my address shows because this is my P.O. box. But my friend Kaylani, she is one of our co-hosts for Seasonathon. She sent me this gift. We all did some drunk book shopping for each other during our after hours live show. I'll link that up here if you want to go and check it out, but only if you're over 18 because it got stupid. Anyway. And then this one is from my dear friend Barbara, who is also a subscriber, and she's just an absolute doll, and she wanted to send me a book. So I'm going to start with hers. So her note says, I thought you would like it, and I do. Oh my goodness. She sent me Swapped by Tamara Ireland Stone, and this is the sequel to Clicked. This is a middle grade series, and I absolutely loved Clicked. It was about a girl who created sort of like a friendship app, and you answer like a ton of different questions and stuff, and there are people that like you'll click with because of how you answered your questions, and so the people that you're like highest ranked with and things like that, there's like a whole rating, like a ranking thing, and there's like a fun, almost like a scavenger hunt to find the people that you click with. So it like lights up different colors when you're within like so far from that person, and it gives you hints about the person so that it can help you like find who that is without just kind of outright telling you, to just kind of make it a little more fun. And it's a huge hit with her school, and she's going to be entered into this competition against her like arch rival. But then something goes wrong with the app, and it starts accessing pictures that haven't been approved from people's phones, and a lot of people's secrets are getting revealed, and she has to work with her rival to get this problem solved. I really, really, really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to read this one. And then the one from Kaylani, she said, I hope you love this. I haven't read this guy. Maybe we can buddy read this. I'm so drunk, LOL, from Kaylani. Oh, I love it. Okay, hold on. So I keep the notes and I put them in the book so that when I like get around to reading the book or whatever, I can see who sent it to me. And so this note is priceless and I love it. So she sent me Fortuna Sworn by KJ Sutton. I've heard so many people talk about this book and rave about this series, and I'm super excited to read it. It says, we were meant to be seductive. We were designed to lure humans in. Fortuna Sworn is the last of her kind. Her brother disappeared 2 years ago, leaving her with no family or species to speak of. She hides among humans, spending her days working at a bar and her nights searching for him. The bleak pattern goes on until she catches the eye of a powerful fairy. He makes no attempt to hide that he desires Fortuna, and in exchange for her, he offers something irresistible. So Fortuna reluctantly leaves her safe existence behind to step back into a world of creatures and power. It soon becomes clear that she may not have bargained with her heart, but her very life. And this sounds so good, and I'm super excited to read this. Some of the like blurbs I'm seeing here: lush, action-packed fantasy, equal parts mesmerizing and terrifying, a dark and twisted world. The romance tantalizes and teases, leaving the reader begging for more. Awesome. So excited. Thank you so much, Kaylani. This is, yes, I'm happy to buddy read this with you. Yay. Thank you. Okay, so that's it for now. I slept really late today, like really late. I got up and got Xander off, well, not off to school because he's doing school virtually at home today, but I got him doing school, and then I went back to sleep because I didn't get to bed until like 1:40 this morning. So yeah, it is now afternoon and I haven't done anything. It's 12:31, so I have about 2 hours until we have to leave to go to the tennis match, and I need to get some reading done. So I will talk to you later. So I totally forgot to bring my camera with me to Xander's tennis match yesterday, but he did so good. He actually won his singles match, and him and his teammate won their doubles match, which is awesome because that was like their first district match, which was really cool, and I'm very proud of him. Marty's parents and my niece, they all came and got to watch him, and so did Becca and Amanda. They all watched him, and then Kathy and them Marty's parents and my niece spent the night last night, and this morning they left and took Xander with them because it's spring break now. So he's gonna go and spend spring break with the grandparents. So we have the house to ourselves. Granted, Marty's off today, but then he's gonna be working pretty much the rest of the time that Xander's gone. So it's just gonna be me. So I didn't finish reading anything yesterday, but I did get some reading done. So I am not only caught, well, I was already caught up, but I'm ahead now on The Serpent's Shadow, which is my buddy read, and I'm currently on page 336 of this. I ended up reading a couple of chapters past where I was supposed to, but yay, I'm good. I think I might even have tomorrow's reading done as well, so I might actually just go ahead and finish that tomorrow. I also listened to some more Moxie. I'm on page 239 of this, so I only have this much left. My plan is to finish listening to this, and then I have it already pulled up here. I'm going to watch the movie, And then I also want to continue with Our Chemical Hearts. I did read a little bit more. I'm on page 152, like right around the halfway point of this. And so if I can finish this today, I would like to. And I'd like to watch the movie today, but I don't know, we'll see. I might have to finish this tomorrow. But if I finish this tomorrow, I won't be watching the movie tomorrow. Because tomorrow, I'm going to do Jade from JD Ray Reads her 24-hour Raedathon and try to stay up all night. So I'm gonna like have maybe an early dinner tonight and then try to go to sleep and sleep until close to midnight and then get up and try to do the whole 24-hour thing. So I don't want to like stop in the middle and watch a movie. So yeah, I have big plans for what I want to finish reading tomorrow. So I'll probably finish Moxie today, and then tomorrow Our Chemical Hearts, The Serpent's Shadow. I'm thinking Heartstopper, Genderqueer, the little nonfiction, and I'll probably work on Rain the Earth because I found that audiobook on Hoopla, and maybe Tithe as well. I'm just gonna try to cram as much as I can into tomorrow. We'll see how that goes tomorrow. Hopefully I can manage to get myself to go to sleep early tonight so that I can do that. But I did get my next Sipsby box. So I thought I would do a little unboxing here and show it to you. These are the April teas. That, if you don't know, Sipsby is like a tea subscription company or a tea subscription box. And it's like all customized to you. You go and you fill out this little quiz and kind of get your tea profile, and then they send teas out customized to that. And then each month you can rate your teas, and they'll like adjust your subscription accordingly so that you get the best choices for you. So this says, made for Melanie. Spring is beginning to bloom, Melanie. We hope the new growth has you feeling inspired and renewed. Take time to reflect on this positive spring energy as you sip your teas this month. So let's see what we have. Maybe there'll be some that I'll be able to use to help me stay awake tomorrow. Maybe there'll be some to help me go to sleep early tonight. So let's see. The first thing I see here, let me set the box down. We have 4 of these Stash Pomegranate Raspberry green teas, and I love me a fruity tea. These are individual little sachets. They do have, you can choose between like little sachets or loose leaf tea. Let me change the lighting a little so that I'm not so dark because the screen's on behind me. Hold on. Also, I put it back on that Moxie thing so that it stops changing. But you can choose to get sachets, or you can choose to get loose leaf, or you can choose to get a mixed. I get a mixed. When you get the loose leaf tea, they send you like little disposable tea bags that you can use. It's really cool. But back to this tea. This says contains caffeine. This mouth-watering blend is the perfect combination of tart and bold fruitiness. A touch of matcha adds an extra kick of green tea flavor. So we have that. Then we have 4 of these Walters Bay Rose Blossom Ceylon White Tea. And this says contains caffeine. Rose Blossom Ceylon White Tea begins with white tea buds that are meticulously hand-plucked in the highlands of Sri Lanka. Each sip is delicate, smooth, and balanced with floral notes. Then we have 4 of these Miracle Tea Moringa Organic Superfood Tea, honey and vanilla. There's 4 of these. And this says caffeine free. Moringa is one of the world's most nutrient-dense superfoods. It's rich in vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. It can be used daily to restore dietary imbalances. All right. And then we have a loose leaf tea here. This is Evergreen Chai, Masala Chai. And it looks like this. This says, contains caffeine, made for the chai spice lover that adores the therapeutic heat of peppercorn and ginger and the dreamy and delicate notes of cardamom, cinnamon, and clove. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about this one, just because I'm not the biggest fan of ginger. So we'll see. But maybe I'll try it during this vlog. Okay, I'm going to go and I'm going to finish reading Moxie. And I will just talk to you later. Good morning-ish. I don't know if it even counts as morning at this point. It's like 12:30. So I took a little nap. Like a very little nap. Oh goodness. So that hopefully I can make it 24 hours. So I got 3 hours of sleep. We'll see how this goes. I did end up finishing Moxie yesterday and watched the movie. I really enjoyed the book. The book was definitely better than the movie in my opinion. The movie was cute. It's hard to think on 3 hours of sleep. Okay, this follows a girl who she's fed up with how the guys are in her school and how the administration lets the guys get away with the things that they get away with. In the book, it's things like a game called the bump and grab, or you know, like where they're bumping into the girls in the hallway and touching them and grabbing them and stuff, or this March Madness where they rank the girls for different things, like most bangable, or actually I think it's just most bangable, but in the movie it's like a bunch of different stuff. The guys wear shirts that say stuff like great legs, when do they open, and a shirt with an arrow pointing down saying free breathalyzers blow here. And the administration says nothing about them, but then they do these dress code checks on the girls, and if their straps are too thin or their pants are too tight or things like that, they have to cover up or get sent home and things like that. And our main character, Vivian, she is sick and tired of it, and she's inspired by her mom's like rebel girl days, and she goes and creates this zine called a Moxie and kind of bands the girls in this school together, and it was really cute. I enjoyed it. I give it 4 stars. The movie, it's a bit different. I know I drive Marty crazy. He says it's fine, but I'm like stopping the movie and like telling him all the differences throughout, even though I totally started the movie out saying I'm not going to do that, and I totally did. I can't help myself. I just can't. But anyway, I finished the book yesterday, so yay. I'm hoping to finish a whole lot today. So I'm going to go and I'm going to highly caffeinate myself and get to reading, and I will talk to you after a while. So it's a little after 2 in the morning now. It's like 2:12, and I have been reading Our Chemical Hearts, and I can't remember what page I started on tonight or today or however you want to call it, but I'm currently on page 203. I think I was like on 150 something. Still have all this to read. I also forgot to mention that yesterday Marty and I did continue a little bit more of Six of Crows. We're on page 59 now, and we're gonna do some pre-cooking, I guess, for this upcoming week, because he's going to be doing a whole lot with work, and we're just gonna go ahead and cook up these meals. So I thought we could listen to the audiobook of Six of Crows while we do that. And I think I need to get up and move around a little bit, so I can wake up more. I've been drinking an energy drink, but I just need to move around because I need to wake up. Okay. Gonna go cook. Talk to you later. So it is a little after 5 a.m. now. Marty and I got through another good chunk of Six of Crows. We're on page 142 now, so we've gotten through this much of the book so far. I don't know that we're gonna do any more tonight because Marty's probably only gonna be up for a couple more hours and then he's going to bed because he has to sleep throughout the day today because he's gotta work nights. And so I have me a cup of coffee here and our chemical hearts. So I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna read this for now. And I'll just check in with you later. It's almost 8 a.m. and I've been crying for like the last hour. I just finished Our Chemical Hearts and I've been crying the entire last hour that I've been reading. Oh my gosh. I knew this book was going to hurt. I just wasn't fully prepared. I'll talk to you about it later. I think I'm gonna go shower and try to stop crying. Okay, let's see if I can talk about this book without crying. Oh, Lord. Okay, so I give this book 5 stars. It wrecked me, as you saw. If you've looked this book up on Goodreads, or if you've come across the book and you've read the synopsis, or you've heard me read the synopsis in the past, it sounds like I thought, I don't know if it really sounds like it or not, but when I read the synopsis, I was worried that one of the main characters in here, Grace, she was going to have been like sexually abused or raped or something like that, because of how she looked the first time Henry sees her and how she continues throughout. And I want to let people know that's not the case. That's not what's going on here. So if you've read the synopsis and you were worried that that was something that was in here and it was triggering for you or whatever, that's not in here. This is a story about first loves and about heartbreak and grief and depression. And the first time Henry sees Grace Town, that's her name, Grace, last name Town, she walks into his class and she's super skinny, like malnourished kind of skinny. Her hair has been shorn off and it's just like all uneven patches where like it looks like she cut it off herself. She's wearing big baggy guy clothes and she's walking with a cane. But from the very beginning of talking with her and interacting with her, he very quickly finds himself falling for her. But she's a very damaged girl and there's not really any happy endings here. This is an excellent book, in my opinion. There are parts that I was kind of irritated with Henry, because of his thought process and things like that. But to be honest, I think that a lot of people would have some of the same thoughts. This book, just like her other book, A Semi-Definitive List, it's so well written that you feel everything and it pulls all the heartstrings. So yes, I give this 5 stars. I will say, however, that was probably not the best way to start off this thing. Like, oh my goodness, like I'm like, how am I supposed to read for the next 16 hours after having finished that? Because I'm like totally book hungover right now. So I've got to figure out what I want to do next. I think, having just got out of the shower, I think I want to try out that mask thing that I bought in the last vlog. It came in my last vlog, and I had said that this is like a mask, this green tea mask that was like an ad that came up on Instagram, and I ended up buying way too many of these things because of the deal they had going on. And I think I've gathered that I might have gotten scammed since. So I was planning on putting the mask on in the last vlog, and I didn't. So I said, and people wanted to see how that mask actually works, so I wanted to do it in this vlog. So I think I'm gonna do that, and we will see how that goes. So let me go get that, and actually let me just take you to the bathroom with me. Okay, so here is the stuff. It's called Green Mask Stick. Everything on it is in Chinese. I actually use Google Translate, and you can like take a picture and it translates everything. And it says, after cleansing and toning, open the product to remove the transparent protective cover. Rotate to put out an appropriate amount of paste evenly spread on the face, avoiding the eyes and lips. Wait for 10 to 15 minutes and then rinse with water. And so I have cleansed and toned my face. So let's try this out. So on the Instagram thing, there's like already stuff out. Let's see if it'll focus. There's like stuff on here on the outside of it. On the Instagram ad, it showed rolling this stuff on the face, and then after the amount of time, like beforehand, there's like, you see all the pores and everything, and then they put this on the face, and like 10 to 15 minutes later, there's like all these black specks come up all over, and then they wipe everything off, and they got like this smooth, flawless looking skin. So let's see how this goes. I'm very nervous. I mean, I hope it works. That would be really awesome to do. Avoiding the eye. It definitely looks bigger in the ad. Oh, I got it in my hair. Oh well. And avoiding the mouth. Just kind of rub it on with my finger for my nose. Do y'all think this is gonna work? Alright. Okay. So I'm going to go, and I'll see you back in 10 to 15 minutes. Oh, and I think what I'm going to do, as far as reading goes, I've already gotten this on Hoopla with my library. I'm going to start listening to Rain the Earth by A.C. Goffin, and this works for my Buzzwordathon for spacey galaxy terms. Okay, be back in 10 to 15. So this is 15 minutes later, and there are no black spots or anything like that. I'm going to wash this off really quick, and I'm not assuming that there's gonna be like smooth skin underneath and all of that, and poreless and everything. Yeah, I didn't see any difference, and everything that was there, still there. Didn't even pull anything from anything really. I was still able to like go and squeeze stuff out, so yeah. Don't waste your money. And I actually watched somebody's video where they like debunked this in a way, like how the ad was. Apparently it's fake. The black stuff, it's like they use chia or whatever seeds and stuff like that. Like they just like stick it on there, and yeah. And to give a more textured skin, they like put something on the skin, like, you know how like when you were a kid and you put glue on your hand and stuff, and then did that after it dried and it made it look funky. So they would do stuff to make the skin look textured, then they put that stuff on, and when they wiped it off it looked smooth. Yeah. And if you look closely at those ads, you can tell that they're actually not like blackheads, because really blackheads are just the very tip of the blackhead is black, and everything underneath that, like under the surface, is white. It only turns black at the surface because like oxidation. So you're not gonna have these giant black things coming out. So yeah, I got suckered into it. I mean, my skin feels okay. It's not terrible. Like it didn't hurt my skin or anything. But it was really just like any other clay mask. But I would say don't waste your money on it. So it's now like 1:30 in the afternoon. I have been listening to Rain the Earth. I'm currently on page 206, so right around the halfway point, but I want to take a break from this, and because I'm feeling a little more awake right now, so I want to do something where I'm actually having to read with my eyes while I'm still somewhat awake. And I've decided I'm gonna read No One Is Too Small to Make a Difference by Greta Thunberg. And this is like a collection of speeches, I believe, that she's given. So I'm gonna read this and I will talk to you in a little bit. So it is like 6:30. I finished this around 3:30 and then I went and took a little nap. I slept until close to 5. I didn't really get like a great rest because in the middle of that Marty had to get up and stuff, so it wasn't the most restful little nap. Not really sure how to rate this. It's, I don't know how many speeches, so it's 16 speeches. They're all relatively short. A lot of them repeat the same, like parts of the same thing, and like other information gets added over time and things like that. But they're all like a little bit different. If you don't know, Greta Thunberg is this Swedish schoolgirl who has Asperger's, and she sees the world pretty much in black and white. And she learned all about the climate crisis and knew she had to do something if she wanted the world to be okay when she was an adult. And so she ended up doing a school strike and was on Parliament steps, and she has now like gone to rallies all around the world, and she's also gotten like a Nobel Peace Prize nomination. And it's really just her saying, hey, this is a big problem. Everybody knows it's a big problem. Everybody knows what needs to be done to fix the problem, but nobody's really doing anything. And we're running out of time. And she's like, I'm a kid. There's other kids doing this too. We shouldn't be the ones having to do this. You're the adults, take care of it. And it's very impressive. I think I would give it 4 stars. After I got up from my nap, I kind of hung out with Marty for a little while, and then I ate something because I was not feeling well at all. I definitely don't like doing this 24-hour in the way that I did it this time. In the future, if I do a 24-hour again, it's gonna be like get a full night's sleep and then do 24 hours from the time I get up. That's a much better, much better way, because then I would only be like struggling the last 4 to 6 hours, whereas this has been a struggle pretty much from the beginning. But anyway, after I ate, I continued with Rain the Earth. Oof. And I'm currently on page 253. I'm not sure how much more I'm going to get done because I'm really just completely drained. I'm thinking that maybe I will, either I'm going to continue listening to this while I find something to do to like move myself around, or I'm going to switch to Heartstopper, and I'll check back in with you after a while. Or if I just can't take it anymore, I'm gonna go to sleep and I'll check in with you tomorrow, so we'll see. So it is like 8 o'clock and I finished another book. I finished Heartstopper Volume 1 by Alice Oseman, and I love this. I give it 5 stars. It was so incredibly sweet and just, oh, I needed this sweet, lovey, wholesome goodness. So this follows, we have Charlie, who is this very sweet out gay boy, and he meets Nick, who is this very kind rugby player, and they quickly become friends, and Nick starts to realize that he's having feelings towards Charlie, and he's never had feelings towards a boy before. And this is just, oh my gosh, it's so sweet and I love it. 5 stars. So, since I'm okay for the moment, I think I'm going to pick up my graphic novel of Genderqueer. I did actually listen to a tiny bit more of Reign the Earth as well. I'm currently on page 274 of this. So I think I'm going to pick up Genderqueer, that graphic novel, and read that as long as I'm in this point where I can stay awake. And I'll talk to you later. So I'm getting close to the end. It is 11 o'clock now, and I just finished Genderqueer. I'm going to give this 4 stars. This is a nonfiction memoir about Maya Kobab. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. And this is their story about their path to identifying as genderqueer or non-binary and asexual, and also like the process of them trying to figure it all out and all of that. But also, like, it's very informative too for people that don't necessarily understand a lot of the terms and things like that, and like really what it's all about. And yeah, it says on the back here, the story also doubles as a much needed, useful, and touching guide, and I really think it does. And so yeah, I give this 4 stars. I also have continued listening to Reign the Earth, and I'm on page 333, so I only have this much left of the book. I'm not sure if I'll finish it by midnight, but I'm going to continue listening. I have 55 minutes until midnight. But it looks like I probably have a little over an hour and a half, like an hour and 40 minutes-ish left in the audiobook. So I'm not going to finish that tonight. But I'm just going to listen to what I can up until that point. And I will talk to you later. So last night I ended up staying up until like 12:45 because I got so close to the end of this at midnight. I was like 40 pages from the end, and I was like, I gotta stay up and finish. I was so close. And so I was like, you know what, I'm fine at midnight. I was like, I'm still okay to go for now. Though at 12:25 I was like, okay, I'm tired. I'm really ready for bed, but I still had 20 minutes left, and I went ahead and I finished it. I'm going to give this 3.5. I enjoyed it. It's not necessarily one that I will read again though. It is the first book in a series, but it kind of works as a standalone because I think the second book follows different characters. But this is about a girl who is, like, her family's of the desert, and there's this other ruling party that they've been at war with, and in order to make peace, she is part of an arranged marriage to this king, and he absolutely hates elemental magic, or he hates any magic at all. And he says that there was a prophecy that one of these elemental sorcerers or sorceresses will kill him, and that he also won't live to see his first child born. And it just so happens that she has an elemental magic. And he is also in search of this, like, elixir that's supposed to be able to remove their magic, like people's magic. And she's kind of torn between getting rid of her own magic and saving her people and all of that. It was a good story. I enjoyed it. But yeah, it's not one I'll read again. And I'm not really interested in reading the sequel either. So I ended up finishing 5 books yesterday. I finished Our Chemical Hearts, No One Is Too Small to Make a Difference, Heartstopper, Genderqueer, and Reign the Earth. So I put a good dent on the things that I wanted to get done yesterday. So now I'm going to see if I can find an audiobook for something else maybe. And I'm going to go and dye my hair because I wanted to do that yesterday, but my life force was just drained out of me the entire day and I couldn't really do anything more than read. So I'm going to go and dye my hair, and I think I might do a time lapse or something of that. And I'll see if I can find an audiobook to listen to while I do it. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Oh, also, I have to edit a video, so I may not talk much today. Alright, talk to you later. So I decided to go with Easter basket hair. I figured it was Easter. I don't know. This is what I've done. It'll wash out quickly. Not sure what I'll do next. Maybe I'll go more pink. I think I did a little high up on the green, but I'm planning on getting a haircut, so meh. Anyway, this is what I did. I also have finished my buddy read of The Serpent Shadow, and I give this 4 stars. I enjoyed the whole series. This was the 3rd book in the Kane Chronicles, which, so Percy Jackson was like Greek gods. The Kane Chronicles are Egyptian gods. Anyway, we finished that, and I'm looking forward to continuing on with the other Rick Riordan books. And that is it as far as this update goes, and I will talk to you later. So I didn't end up vlogging anything yesterday because Marty was off and we pretty much just spent the day together. But on Sunday I did complete a book. I finished Sky Song by Abby Elphinstone, and it's about a girl named Esta who has been captured by the Ice Queen. So like, okay, let me go back a little bit. There's these constellations or whatever, and they can come down to Earth, but only for a short time. The Ice Queen was one of them, and she doesn't want to go back. She wants to remain on Earth and be immortal. And in order to do that, she has to collect the voices of all of these different tribes people. And one girl in particular, her name is Esta, and she has this special thing with her voice where she could, once she learns this melody, she can sing it and send the Ice Queen back to where she belongs. And the Ice Queen is very much trying to capture her voice, and that's what this is about. I enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I don't think it's one that I'll read again, but I did enjoy it, and it's a good polar fantasy. As far as reading goes, yesterday, I think all I did was I was reading some of Tithe by Holly Black. I got to page 215 of this, so I still have this much left. I may finish this tonight, but I'm not entirely sure because it's already pretty late. And then I started 2 different buddy reads. Normally I don't do 2 different buddy reads at the same time, but I was planning on reading this one anyway, and somebody wanted to read it along with me, and so I said sure. That is Cinderella is Dead. I am on page 62 of this, just getting started, really enjoying it already. But I've only read yesterday's pages. I haven't read today's yet. And then for my normal like Twitter group buddy read chat thing, we are reading Illuminae. I took the cover off. Again, I haven't read today's pages. I've only read through yesterday's, and we got through page 84 yesterday. This is a really quick read. So I'm like listening to the audiobook while reading along with it. And I did those 84 pages in like 50 minutes. I was just like, what? But also really enjoying this. And I am enjoying the audiobook as well. So this evening I need to get my pages for these read, and I want to try to finish Tithe. Also yesterday, Marty and I watched Chemical Hearts, the movie. It's on Amazon Prime, and it's based on Our Chemical Hearts by Crystal Sutherland. The book is definitely better. They changed a lot. There are some parts that are very similar, but I mean, just like any movie, they're going to change things, and the movie definitely didn't make me cry. It was way more moving in the book, but it was okay. And this lovely package arrived today, and I'm so excited for it. It's something I pre-ordered. Part of me really wants to read this like right now. That is House of Hollow by Crystal Sutherland. Oh, so excited. Let's see what it's like without the dust jacket. Oh, it's just purple. There is a bug. It's like made on the paper, but why I gotta do that? Let's see, this says, Iris Hollow and her two older sisters are unquestionably strange. As children, they disappeared on a Scottish city street, only to return a month later with no memory of what happened to them or where they'd been. More troubling, their appearance began to change. Their blue eyes now black, their dark hair now white. And as they grew older, odd, eerie occurrences seemed to follow their wake. People find them disturbingly intoxicating, unbearably beautiful, and inexplicably dangerous. Now 17-year-old Iris is doing all she can to fit in and graduate high school on time, something her two famous, glamorous, globe-trotting older sisters, Gray and Vivi, never managed to do. But when Gray goes missing, leaving behind bizarre clues as to her whereabouts, Iris and Vivi are left to find her, but they aren't the only ones looking. As they brush against the supernatural, Iris quickly realizes that the story she's been told about her past is unraveling, and the world that returned them seemingly unharmed 10 years ago might just be calling them back again. Darkly seductive, this twisty modern-day fairy tale by critically acclaimed author Crystal Sutherland is a gripping and terrifying journey. Readers will not be able to look away, and I am so freaking excited for this. Oh my gosh. Let's see, how long is it? It's only 292 pages. I'm trying to think of how quickly I can get this into my TBR. I might have to find a way to fit this into May, for sure. Because, I love all of Crystal Sutherland's books so far. They've all been 5 stars, so I'm super excited for this one. This is probably my most anticipated book of the year, so yay. Okay, so that's it for now, and I'm just gonna go and read, and I'll talk to you later. So as you can see, I colored my hair again. The other one I did really light, and it was more like I just wanted to try it out and see what I thought, and I was kind of like meh with it, and so I decided to go all red. It's almost like a pinky kind of red, but I really like it. Anyway, yesterday I did finish reading Tithe by Holly Black. This is a modern fairy tale. It's about a girl named Kay who she's always been able to see things that other people couldn't, and she sees fairies and things like that, and nobody believes her. She grew up thinking that these were imaginary friends, and Well, it turns out they're not, and she plays an important role in both the Seelie and Unseelie court. That's what this was about. I give it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to continuing it. And then today I picked up Story Thieves. Actually, I found it on Scribd, and so I started listening to this, and it was actually a pretty quick listen. This is about a girl named Bethany and a boy named Owen. This is middle grade. And Owen happens to notice one day that Bethany pulls something out of a book. And it turns out that Bethany is half fictional. Her father was a fictional character that her mother fell in love with. He came out of the book and they had this life together, and they had Bethany. And then one day at one of Bethany's birthday parties, she was given this fairy tale book, and Bethany somehow accidentally brought all of her friends and her father into this book, and all of her friends and herself were able to escape, but her father wasn't able to escape and has been missing since. And so Bethany has been going into all these different books searching for her father. And once Owen discovers that she's able to do this, he wants in. He's all about this magical series, this fantasy series. It's very kind of reminiscent of like Harry Potter. And the 7th and final book is getting ready to come out, and everybody's expecting this one character to die. And so he wants to go into this story and change it so that he can save the day. And well, he kind of makes a little mistake in letting characters know that they're actually characters in a book, and then these characters are like not okay with somebody else telling how their life's going to be, and they want out. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna give this 4 stars, and definitely looking forward to continuing this series. Also, I've been working on my buddy reads. I'm buddy reading Cinderella is Dead, and I am on page 184, so pretty close to the halfway point. And I'm also buddy reading Illuminae, and we are on page 256 of this. So again, close to halfway, not quite. But this is such a fast read, like, oh my goodness. So yeah, I got both of these at the halfway point. And guys, like, how I managed to do this week, I'm not entirely sure. I guess, you know what, it was the 24-hour readathon, that's what it was. But I was like, how did I read so many books this week? Because look, hold on. I completed all of these books this week. And, oh, balance. Half of each of these. Like, what? That's definitely going to help me with getting through this month's TBR, because got a lot on my plate for this month, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm excited about having gotten so many knocked out, like completed 10 and got through half of 2 others, which means essentially I've completed half of my TBR for this month in the first week. Yay, goal me. Also, this next beginning of the month vlog, oh yeah, my hands are a little pink. The beginning of the month vlog next month, you'll get to see my birthday, because exactly 1 month from today, on May 7th, is my birthday. Yay! Well, I think because it's now like 8 p.m, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this vlog up and start editing it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, remember to always be completely you. Bye!